Beth with Bourbon Creek Crafts here today, and today I am going to be playing with the Blush and Bloom kit from the March 2026 release. I have my Bourbon Creek Crafts No Scraps sketch set number 13 here, and so it will use 4 sheets of the 6x6 paper and give us 6 A2 cards. And my sketch sets are meant to help you create a set number of cards and have no scraps left over. So that is the plan for today. We can pick out our papers and get crafting. I've chosen 4 sheets of the pattern paper, and I'm going to use the cutting guides to cut down these 4 sheets. For the cutting guide A, I'm cutting 2 sheets with this cutting guide, so I'm going to cut these first 2 sheets down the exact same way. And I will link my sketch set in the description box for you. It is free to download, so you can download it as a PDF or save it to your device, and it's just a great way to help you kind of use your pattern paper efficiently and not have any scraps left over. And the sketch sets are great for beginning card makers as well as advanced, because you can take the basic sketches that I have and build on them and embellish them as much as you want, or leave them as, you know, as they are and not have any additional products really required. Moving on to cutting guide B, when I make the cuts, I set the pieces off to the side there in the same order that they are shown on the cutting guide, and this will help me in the step when we go to put our cards together to be able to pull in, you know, the different pieces for each card sketch, because we'll be mixing and matching pieces from both of the cutting guides for each of the sketches. We are making A2 cards today, and we will be having some fun with the pattern paper, the ephemera, some of the peel off strips that came in this month's kit. I did end up bringing in some additional cardstock because I didn't have enough of the green cardstock in the kit, and I wanted green to be kind of my consistent matte for all of these. But you can see for sketch A, I'm going through the cutting guide to reference which pieces I need to pull in for this particular sketch. Got my green cardstock mat, and then at that strip at the bottom, I'm just trying to figure out which pattern looks best with the 2 patterns that are already on the card. And then I will add a fishtail cut into the bottom of that kind of rose floral pattern strip. And then I'm just kind of dry fitting first. I want to pull in a piece from the ephemera pack, but I'm going to kind of audition a few pieces just to see what I like the best. And ultimately decide on this candle ephemera piece. And then with the kit, I ordered this kind of nested doily die, and there's like 3 different sizes, and you can kind of layer them if you'd like. I'm just going to use the middle doily size and use that as a kind of matte for this candle ephemera piece, just so that it stands out a little bit better amidst the busy pattern papers that I'm using. My sketch A did actually call for a circular sentiment here, but I'm going to switch it up and use the circular like ephemera piece instead. You do have some freedom on my sketches. You can change it up, make them as embellished as you want, or just use them as they are. And then I am still going to add a sentiment onto the card once I get my doily and the candle ephemera glued down. In the extra little goodie bag in the kit, there was an oval, like a white oval with silver kind of detailing and the words "thank you" on it. It's popped up on foam, and I am going to pull that in kind of at the bottom of my embellishment here and use that as the sentiment for this first card. I'm doing the first card with you on camera. The second card I did off camera. pretty much the same way. I just didn't add the doily behind it so you can see the difference of what it would look like. And then I added the circle sentiment at the bottom that says Sending Springtime Sunshine from the stamp set in the kit. So we're going to move to sketch B, and I'm using the cutting guides to kind of reference which pieces I need to pull in for sketch B. And kind of dry fit things together, figure out my layout, pull in my green cardstock matting piece. And I decide on this one that I want to pull in some peel-offs. So I'm going to go ahead and put this kind of middle rectangular piece down, and then because in my sketch I don't necessarily include the matting piece, this is meant to go like all the way across the A2 card, so 4 1/4 inches wide. My mat is only 4 1/8, so I did trim off just a little bit. And then I'm going to pull in the kind of lilac pinstriped, one of the like the wider the strips here from the peel off sheet, and I'm going to add that on kind of the top and bottom of the strip. So it's, instead of it being kind of matted to help it stand out, I'm using the peel offs to do that. And then I wanted to kind of make one strip stretch across the whole card, so I did piece together this bottom strip, but you're not going to notice because it's going to be covered. You're not going to see that gap. And we'll add my mat to the card base. And I just like how it, you know, it sets off that middle rectangular piece, but then it also brings a little bit of shine to the card. A little bit of subtle shine. It's the great thing about all of Lizi's peel-offs. We'll add these down, and then this sketch does call for circle sentiments as well. So I'm going to bring in that doily die again, and I'm using the smallest doily this time. And I'm going to double mat a sentiment. I'm using the Sending Springtime Sunshine stamp from the stamp set again. And I'm just going to stamp it onto some white cardstock with some black ink. And then I'm going to use a small circle punch. I believe it was I think 1 1/4 inches, if I can remember correctly, and punched it out, and it popped right upside down into my ink. So maybe close your ink before you pop it out, before you do your punch, or move it out of the way like I did this time. And then I'm going to do another matting layer with some green cardstock. And this was actually what I had left of the green cardstock in the kit. And I'm going to use that to kind of help my sentiment pop off my doily. Kind of layer all that down. And I love the detail on the doily die. It truly does, I think, look just like a doily, you know, and the white that I used in the cardstock, it just reminded me of like the doily you would go buy in a pack of doilies at the store. So I wanted to bring in a little bit extra embellishment on this card, on the card as well as the peel off. So I went to the matching like lavender, the little butterfly peel offs. And I'm just pulling out some of the butterflies from the center of the strips and adding those around. And I'm going to do my second card the same way, just with the different papers. Then we will be moving on to sketch C. And using the guide, I mean, there's only a certain amount of pieces left here, so it's not that hard, not as hard to kind of find all the pieces, but just to be consistent, I used the guide to pull in the pieces for sketch C, brought in my green cardstock mat again, and we'll go ahead and add that down to the card. And then I have the pieces. I'm going to do one kind of in the bottom corner, and trying to find trying to just space it so that there's an even border on the top and left side of this rectangular piece. And then we'll layer the larger rectangular piece kind of up to the top right corner. And then I cut a fishtail banner in that smaller rectangular piece that we have, and it is going to kind of come in from the right hand side. And I want to bring in some ephemera on this one as well. So I had pulled out some of the floral, or like the vase bouquet type floral pieces from the ephemera pack, because I want to use it with the Thanks a Bunch stamp from the stamp set. And so I just kind of thought those, like the bouquet and that sentiment worked really well together. So I'm just going to stamp the sentiment out twice on some scrap cardstock, since I'm going to be making 2 of these cards as well. And then we can trim this down. And I'm going to add it kind of at towards the bottom right side of that larger rectangular piece there in the middle. And then we'll add one of the bouquet ephemera pieces above it, just trying to figure out which one that I think would work the best. And it does kind of get lost, and so I didn't necessarily want to bring in a matting piece because it would cover up too much of the pretty pattern papers. So I decided to pop it up on foam instead. So I just brought in some foam tape from my stash and we'll pop that up, and it does help it stand out a little bit more. The dimension just kind of creates a separation between the ephemera piece and the pattern papers beneath it. So we'll get my tape adhered down here, and then peel off all of the backing. And then we'll get that set down onto the card. And I'm trying to do it so it's kind of just above the sentiment, so it kind of all ties together. And then I hadn't used any of the like rhinestone pieces that were in the kit. So I brought in like the little square mirrored pieces, and I'm going to use 3 underneath the sentiment and then 2 kind of in the upper left hand corner of the card. And I will do the exact same thing with the second card. I will just be using a different ephemera piece. You could add different matting layers to this one as well to really help the papers stand out from each other. I think that would look nice. So here's the 2 cards. And then because I say like it is a no scrap sketch set, I had 2 pieces of the pattern paper left. And then because I did the cardstock matting, I had some strips left from the cardstock. So what I'm going to do to use up all the last bits of the pattern paper is I'm going to add something to the inside of each of the cards. So the 2 pieces of pattern paper, you could cut these down and stretch them across more cards, but I just decided I'm going to cut some fishtail banners in them and then add them to the top right of the inside of 2 of the cards. And then I'm going to use the cardstock strips that are left, and we'll add those. I'm going to trim those down to 4 inches long because I believe they were like 5 3/8. So trim those down to 4 inches, and then we'll add those to the bottom insides of 4 of the cards. And I may come back in and add some of the smaller ephemera pieces to these as well. I have some more cards that I want to make with this kit, and so I don't want to necessarily use up the ephemera until I finish those cards. But I think there's some smaller ephemera pieces in the ephemera pack that I think would look well with, like, on the inside with these strips as well. But that is the 6 quick and easy cards you can make with the sketch set and the March 2026 card kit. I hope you guys enjoyed and got some inspiration on how to use this month's kit. It is gorgeous and full of spring vibes. Again, it will be linked in the description box below along with my sketch set. I thank you all so very much for your time and for watching, and hope you all have a very crafty day.